Happy Tuesday!
My name is Alan.
And my name's Nick.
And welcome
Into the dungeon!
Well, Wilbur, I fear we've drawn quite a bit of attention to ourselves here today. It'd probably be wise to try and get a horse and get back on the road to Baldur's Gate.
Well, Sheriff John did say that there might be horses in the market.
I'll need your keen eye to help me find the best horse.
Oh, I can do that. Shall we go now?
I think it would be wise. The sooner we leave Daggerford, the better I feel. Come, to market, Wilbur.
Let's go.
And Wilbur steps out with a spring in his step, very jolly that he's found new equipment. You make your way down, roll a perception check.
Total of 14.
You've made your way down half the flight of stairs, and you do see a person sitting on one of the tables. The tavern is otherwise empty, but before you realize who it is, they've already made eye contact with you.
Right! Just who I wanted to see. Come over here, old man. I gotta have a word with you.
You see Captain John sitting at the table.
Oh, Wilbur, it's Captain John. Why don't you be a dear and go get us some breakfast? All that fighting on an empty stomach. Now we have to go to market.
Okay, but the owner might be a bit busy.
Possibly, but perhaps you can at least give us some bread and some cheese for you.
Okay, leave it with me.
I'll go speak with Captain John.
Wilbur goes down the stairs and heads towards the bar area, goes behind the counter and into the kitchens to look for the owner.
Good morning, Captain John. Didn't see you last night.
Ah, good morning. No, I was busy burning the midnight oil. But worry not, I'm here now. And as I said, I wanted to have a quick chat with you, if it's okay.
Why, of course. What is it that's on your mind?
Have a seat.
Do you have more work for me?
Well, I like it. Straight to the point, old man?
Yes, sir.
No time to waste, I gather.
It was good coin last night and I have to buy a horse still.
Well, I noticed you and your friend,
You can say it, the plump one.
No, the fine warrior I was gonna say, but you and your friend there are keen in finding the odd jobs here and there, the odd bounties. You took all my bounties on the wall, after all.
Yes, we've got a long road to Baldur's Gate. Sure we'll find some of those ruffians along the way.
Perhaps so. But good news to know that you're heading that way. You see, I have a personal favor to ask of you.
What would you have us do?
It will pay well, and as a matter of fact, I will pay in advance.
Really?
Yes. You see, I was once an adventurer like you two.
You're still young, look at me. I'm
Well,
120.
yes, well, we don't age like elves, us humans. You must know that by now. But I am getting on with the years, and I settled in this comfortable job in this little quaint town of Daggerford. Not much happens here. Few brawls and fights here and there, but nothing much other than that. But as I said, I was once an adventurer, and my days of adventuring didn't fare that well. Or at least, they didn't end all that well. And I was hoping that perhaps you could avenge me and my fallen party.
Avenge?
Yes.
Arfharim raises an eyebrow.
We all fell one unfortunate day. We were a band of 5 seasoned adventurers, I tell you. But we were drawn by the mysteries of the Sword Coast. And what greater mystery than the whispers of the Folly of Sorrows.
The Folly of Sorrows?
Indeed. Damned tower. A crumbling relic of old, perched atop a lonely hill it was, shrouded by mist and melancholy.
Does Arfharim know of this tower?
Roll a history check.
Here we go. First roll of the night. 23. Starting strong.
Nice. You have heard of perhaps older or ancient kingdoms that used to spot the lands of the Sword Coast. Many of them have fallen, and you know that along the tradeway there are a few ruins of old spotting the countryside beyond the road. You haven't heard specifically of this tower, but again, you know that there are many of this kind.
The locals of Willowshade Hollow a hamlet close to the tower. They spoke of a haunting melody that drifted through the air, and of disappearances that plagued those who dared to venture near. But we, as brave adventurers, we dismissed their warnings as mere suspicion. We were fools. As soon as we reached the tower, at the foot of the hill, we noticed something was off. The warnings were not superstition. It was real, and we weren't prepared for what we found there. As we climbed the hill, we heard a low, almost imperceptible droning sound that seemed to emanate from around the tower. Before we could react, shadows coalesced into a form. A monstrous figure emerged, cloaked in bracken and moss, eyes burning with sorrow and rage. They call it the Hymn of the Hill.
The hymn like a song.
No,
Mournful song.
like a person, him, H-I-M. We fought valiantly with it, but the creature's strength was beyond mortal reckoning. One by one, my companions fell, the screams swallowed by the tower's insatiable hunger. I managed to escape, though not unscathed.
And he lifts up his sleeve to see the gnarled skin and scarred skin underneath it.
How long ago was this, Captain John?
20, 30 years ago.
You think the hymn is still there?
I don't know, but I would hope you could check it out for me, and if it is there, I would hope you could maybe enact revenge on behalf of me and my party.
Do you know what kind of beast this was? What is it that I'm potentially facing there?
I have no idea. I have never seen such a creature in all my adventures, and I haven't seen one ever since.
And what is it this favor will pay?
Well, I'll give you an advance of 20 gold, and if you come back with proof of its demise, we can talk numbers.
Seems like an easy 20 gold. Got no idea when I'll be back this way.
I can promise to check it out for you. It's on the way to Baldur's Gate. My grandson and I will have a peek, see if your fabled beast is still there.
It's around 6 days from here.
6 days?
Yes, near the Misty Forest. You'll find the Willowshade Hollow. As I said, that's the hamlet closest to the tower. It's a quiet place, very small town, nestled among weeping willows. Perhaps you can ask villagers for advice if they've seen any sightings.
You've certainly piqued my interest, Captain John. Do you suspect this perhaps is a demon of sorts?
I am no expert in demons, but again, I have no idea. All I saw was my comrades fall one by one. I tried to defeat it, but it almost killed me too. I managed to scamper away.
Very well, you have yourself a deal, Captain John.
Great news!
He stands up and extends his hand towards you.
I grab it.
Very well. When will you be leaving, by the way?
Well, I plan on leaving as soon as possible. It's a long road.
Indeed it is.
I'm in much need of a horse. We got in late last night. So I think my grandson and I need to find a horse or two and get ourselves back on the road.
Well, you'll find the market open already. I'm sure you could find a good steed there.
What's a fair price for a steed in this town? I wouldn't want a greedy salesman taking advantage of a poor old man.
No, indeed no. Steeds can go from 50 to 75 gold apiece. But I'll tell you what, you let them know Captain John sent you. I'm sure they can work out a more favorable price.
That's very kind of you.
Well, I best get going. Got a lot of work to do. Again, thank you very much and hope to hear from you soon and all the best.
Arfharim standing there with his hand held out.
Oh yeah, of course.
He takes out a pouch and tosses it to you.
I hope that helps.
I'm sure it'd help. Get a horse to get us there quicker.
He turns around and leaves the tavern with the big double doors of the entrance. As soon as he leaves, the tavern owner comes out.
What was that all about? Is he suspecting anything?
Oh, no. Quite the contraire. Captain John has fine work for me.
I'm thinking of coming clean. Letting them know that this ruffian came in here tried to burn down my tavern.
Don't you worry about that. I recognize the sigil on his chest. I'll make sure that nobody interferes with your tavern again. For if they do, they will have to face the folly of Arfharim.
Yes, I'm shaking on my boots.
Oh, you should be. You saw what we did to that mighty warrior.
I saw the aftermath indeed. Listen, I'll wait for you to leave the town, and once you do, I'll tell them what happened. I don't want to hide this body anywhere and then be found out. I'll vouch for you guys.
Can I inside check her?
Yeah. What are you trying to ascertain here?
Whether she's being honest or whether she's trying to deceive me here by saying she's going to wait till we leave, and then the moment I walk out the door, she's going to raise the alarm.
All right. Roll for insight.
Not bad, not bad. Total of 16.
You do see that she has a bit of a worried expression across her face. It seems like she's had a change of heart and she's thought things through and believes that probably the best course of action here is declaring the dead person and explaining exactly what happened. It's not unusual for brawls to break out in this tavern or in the streets. Normally, the guards deal with the situation, but she seems confident that this is the best course of action. And she'll just wait for you to leave, probably because it'll be less messy that way.
Very well. I'll come and say goodbye before I leave. That way you know the coast is clear.
Very well. Well, your friend there has fixed up some breakfast for you two. It's on the house. Don't worry about it.
And Wilbur comes out with 2 plates.
Here you go, Arfharim.
This smells delicious, Wilbur.
I'm glad you like it.
Let's eat quickly, though. We need to find 2 horses.
Horsies. Yes, let's go.
No. Let's eat first, and then let's go.
Okay. I ate standing whilst I was cooking up your breakfast. I'm ready. I like this armor. It fits me quite well.
You look magnificent, Wilbur.
Oh, thank you.
You look like you're going to be very hard to hit now.
Yes, if they hit me, they'll hit my plate first. Anyway, I'm going outside. I'll wait for you there, Arfharim. I need some sun on my face.
Very well, but please do not stray.
No. Can't count on me.
And he turns around and leaves.
So yeah, Arfharim essentially just finishes up and then just quite simply goes off in search of Wilbur.
Yeah, you exit the door and sure enough, Wilbur's there, standing on the porch, looking up into the sky, soaking in the rays of the morning sun. It's a quite pleasant morning, the warmth of summer comforting you as you exit the tavern.
Well, Wilbur, let's go look for some horses. You need to pick the best ones.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. I'm good with animals.
You know that the market is west from where you are, so basically you just have to go around the building and down a road and you'll be there in a matter of minutes.
Off we go.
So you make way through the crowded street with buildings on either side of it. And when you reach the market, you see about a dozen stalls selling different kinds of wares. It seems quite busy at the moment. There's people coming and going, people bartering here and there. A mix of smells hit you as you get closer. You can smell the tantalizing aroma of fresh cooked bread mixed with other not so pleasant odors like livestock, leather, and all kinds of stuff. It's a mixed bag of a market.
I'm looking straight out for a horse stall.
Yeah, surely enough, once you step into the open market, the open air market, you can see that closest to the gates, to the walls, the very west of this market, there is a stall with livestock around it. You can see some pigs, goats, and 3 or 4 horses also. They all look like riding horses.
All right, I want to try and identify who the owner is and walk straight up to them.
Yeah, you can see an old man wearing spectacles that are balanced almost humorously at the point of his crooked nose. He's got thin shaggy hair and weeks-old stubble. He's wearing tattered clothes and he looks to be pacing up and down around his livestock, checking hooves, checking teeth, checking everything is in order.
Good morning, friend.
Good morning to you.
Phew, sounds dodgy as shit. This reminds me of the guy from Aladdin. He's not going to send me off in search of a lamp, is he?
We'll see. Don't give me ideas.
Oh, damn it.
You see, my grandson and I are looking for 2 fine steeds.
Fine steeds, you say? Oh, I've got fine steeds. The finest steeds, actually.
I can see you've got 4. But I only need 2.
Well, this one and this one.
No, don't be so hasty.
What do you mean? I'll give you the best steeds I have. This one is called Marigold, and this one here is called Butterscotch.
Not Buttercup, or do you have one called Betsy?
Betsy? What kind of dumb name is that for a horse?
Oh, the
No.
finest one.
I don't have any Betsies. But it doesn't matter. You call them whatever you want once you purchase it. It's your problem.
Slightly disappointed you didn't get my Aladdin reference there, but moving on.
Wilbur, which one of these horses do you feel would be best suited to us?
Give me a second with them.
And Wilbur walks up to the first horse, strokes its mane, quietly whispers to it, roll an animal handling check.
What are you doing? Leave my horses alone. Are you going to buy or not?
We're going to buy two, but my grandson, you see,
No need to touch.
he has a way with horses.
He has his way with horses.
No, not like that.
I'm not selling you these fine steeds for your grandson to have his way with them.
No, they are to take us all the way to Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, you say?
Given that it's such a long ride, we must make sure that they are suitable for such a long journey.
That's a total of 18 for Wilbur.
I don't know, Arfharim. This horse seems a bit older than we perhaps would want to take with us. But let me check the others.
And with that roll, I'd say that he does check the other 3 horses.
Arfharim,
Yes, Wilbur.
these two will probably be our best choice.
And he points at a brown horse and a black horse with a spot on its forehead. Almost looks like a full moon.
I didn't catch your name, friend.
My name is not important. But you said you were heading to Baldur's Gate, right?
Yes, the wonderful city there. Going to do some sightseeing.
Very good. Perhaps I misplace my trust in strangers, but I would ask you for a little favor. You see, I don't know many people that would head that way, and I have this important message to send to someone. I trust you don't snoop where you're not asked to, and you'll keep it private. Would I be able to trust you with that? I'll give you a good deal.
What's the deal?
I'll give you 1 horse for free. How does that sound?
Is that in addition to the Captain John discount?
No, what Captain John discount?
Captain John assured me that if I told him I was a good friend, I would get a good deal.
Better deal than a free horse.
What is this package or message?
You ask
needed?
too much, sir. It's just a little envelope I need you to deliver.
To who? Or where?
Well, you can take it to the High Hall.
Would this be something that is familiar to me, having grown up there?
Yeah, you know that the High Hall is a civic building. It's a home to nearly all of the city's governmental business. It'll be easy for you to find the place.
Very well. The High Hall it is. Anyone in particular?
There's an official there by the name of Jerome. Jerome Pyers. Look for him and hand him this letter. Do not, by any circumstances, peek at it.
Very well. I will not peek at it.
Do not attempt to read it or open it. If you do so, you do at your own peril. Anyway, back to the horses. Which ones do you want?
Well, these two that my grandson has picked out. Just to clarify, we buy one, get one free.
Yes, of course. That will be a total, let me see, of 150 gold. Second one is free, as I said.
Preposterous!
What do you mean?
Preposterous! You are not an honest man!
What makes you say that?
Well, I have it on good authority that the finest steeds here go for 75 gold each. And you're trying to rip me off. You're saying 150 gold is buy one, get one free. I have half a mind to report you to the sheriff.
Now, don't be hasty. Damn it. These are the finest horses in all of this side of the Sword Coast. These sell for much more than your normal fine horse.
I can smell something in the air and it's certainly not the horses.
What is it?
Bullshit!
What?
Do you have bulls here as well by any chance?
Listen, stop making a scene. You're gonna tarnish my reputation.
Well, you're doing a marvelous job of that yourself.
Okay, 75 gold. The other one is free.
Well, there's a slight problem, but a good one. I don't have 75 gold.
What?
But I
You're
have
wasting my time, sir.
Oh, no, I've got something far better.
Far better than gold.
Yes.
That'll be the day.
How about a gold ingot?
Ooh, let me see it.
I bring it out of the vouch pouch.
Oh, shiny. Let me hold it.
You can touch it, but not hold it. This has already been appraised.
Show me the certification of this appraiser.
Well, there's no certificate, but you're more than welcome to go and speak to Father Borkel, a man of the cloth,
Father
a
Borka.
holy man, a fine craftsman, and a dwarf. They know a thing or two about gold.
Yes. We can't argue with that.
I'll tell you what, because I'm in such a good mood,
Does it have his seal on it?
why on earth would it have his seal? He didn't craft it.
Well, he inspected it.
Yes, it's a favor to me. I'll tell you what. because I'm in a good mood, I'm willing to trade you the ingot for the value of 75 gold, even though it is worth 100 gold.
Can I weigh it?
You may weigh it, but I will be inspecting it with a keen eye.
Very
If
well.
I notice any foul business,
No foul business here, sir. I have entrusted a most important letter to you. I would hope that you entrust me with this ingot.
As he says that, I'm putting the letter into the pouch of distribution,
Okay.
and I'm sort of giving him a little telling nod, like... Obviously, you guys can't see that. We haven't upgraded to live stream yet. He's doing a cheeky little nod, like, if you double cross me,
I'm going to open this.
I'm going to open this letter, or I'm going to take it to the sheriff.
All right.
Okay. Yes, it weighs about 100 gold. Very well. It's a deal. What a fine day. There you go. My best horses, as your robust friend here already ascertained.
make sure they have their saddles and reins.
Now.
No, it's not up for negotiation.
Okay. They are saddled and reined and ready to go. And now, please go.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I will see you soon enough. Wilbur,
Yes, Grumpy.
let's go say goodbye to the tavern owner.
Okay.
Let's make our way.
So I'm ignoring the shopkeeper now. I don't know what he's saying or doing, but
He's just holding the ingot and kissing it.
could have got something better, but not a bad deal.
Not
Gold
at all.
ingot for 2 horses.
Not at all. You saved 50 gold, really, there.
Yeah, well, he tried to swindle me. Good thing good old John told me exactly
How much they were.
how much they were, yeah.
He would have had you. So you make your way back to the River Shining Inn, and as you walk in, you can now see some people have started wandering in, ordering breakfast and drinks, the usual, and the tavern owner is behind the bar, cleaning up. She looks at you.
Back so soon.
Yes, we're just here to say goodbye
Oh,
and see you soon.
goodbye. Thanks for everything. And safe travels.
Next time I'm down in Daggerford, I'll make sure I stay here again. You've been quite the delight.
Don't flatter me, old man.
Come now, Wilbur. Let's march on. Have you thought of a name for your horsey?
Well, the black one with a circle on his head. He looks a bit like a moon. I was thinking of calling her Circle. What do you think? It's a nice name. Circle.
Well, it is a lovely name. The way you led me into that name, I thought you were going to say Luna or Moon or...
What is Luna? It's a pretty name.
It means moon.
Oh, then let's call it Luna.
But if you like Circle, might be a bit confusing to shout out Circle in the middle of the road when you're trying to call her attention, but
No.
it's your horsey.
Luna sounds better. What about you? You name the other one.
Well, you know what I'm going to say, Wilbur? It's going to be Betsy.
Oh, that's a beautiful name. It's called like the one we found in the glade. The one that belonged to the poor dwarves. Are we leaving?
I think it's time we do, Wilbur.
Oh, it was nice resting here. The beds were comfy.
Very comfy. Now, Wilbur, let's get going. We've got a long day's travel ahead of us.
Okay, lead the way.
And so Wilbur and Arfharim head off on Luna and Betsy as they ride off onto the tradeway.
Nice. You've got your steeds now. So you leave Daggerford at around 11 o'clock in the morning, and the road stretching out before you like a ribbon of warmth beneath the summer sun. Fields of golden grain and sunflowers line the path, their bright blooms swaying gently in the summer breeze. The air is thick with the scent of wildflowers and fresh hay, and the constant hum of cicadas fills the silence as you travel southward. This section of the journey, you'll be traveling for 4 days.
Okay.
And resting between them. And each of those days passes very much the same. There's endless stretches of farmland and rolling hills, occasionally broken by the sight of a solitary farmhouse or the distant cry of a bird in the sky. The warmth of the summer sun is tempered by cool breezes from the Sea of Swords, and the road is sparsely travelled, save for the occasional merchant's cart heading north or local farmer going about their business. At night you find respite beside quiet streams or in shaded groves, the peaceful sounds of nature lulling you and Wilbur into calm, easy sleep. The heat of the day gradually fades as the evenings fall and the gentle winds carry the scent of pine and earth. You take that downtime during the nights. Obviously, you and Wilbur take it in turns to take watch, but you also take that downtime to teach Wilbur some more reading.
On one of those nights, I want to conduct a ritual and see if there's anything magical about that letter that shady merchant gave me.
Okay. You do the ritual and you don't find any magic on the letter. Seems like an ordinary letter.
A mundane letter.
Yep.
Just a reminder for our listeners, in terms of taking watch, I only need to rest for 4 hours, and that's a long rest for Arfharim.
That's right. So how many lessons would you say you give Wilbur?
I'd say 1 per night of travel.
So roll 3 d20s and let me know what you roll. Don't add anything to it. Just roll the 20s.
Very well, because I would not have to add anything, but subtract. Okay, so day 1 is a 7.
Okay.
Day 2 is a 13.
All right.
And day 3 is an 8.
All right. So after those lessons you've been giving him during the evenings, it's slow going. It's a bit frustrating at times, and there's not much progress. He has learned how to write a few letters and join them and all that, and how to read some of the more simpler words, like 3-letter words and that kind of thing, like dog, cat, that kind of thing. But not much progress has been made.
One day at a time, Wilbur.
Oh,
One word at a time.
I'll get there eventually.
In the morning of the 4th day, you begin to sense the dense forest drawing ever closer. You round a bend in the well-worn road, and you find yourself traveling directly alongside the edge of the misty forest. The early morning sun clips the top of centuries-old pine trees, casting long shadows across the road, and tendrils of silvery mist reach out from the shady boughs of the forest. Make an intelligence history check for you and for Wilbur. This is to recall a rumor about this misty forest you're passing by.
All right, here we go. That's a 17 plus 4, 21.
Nice. That's for who?
Arfharim.
All right.
And Wilbur is a total of 6.
Poor Wilbur. Okay, Wilbur is just having the best 4 days of his life, riding his horse Luna, and he's not even paying attention to his surroundings. He's just engrossed on the riding part of this journey. But you start to see the mist from the forest, and you start to think back of the rumors you have heard of this place. Roll me a d6.
Wow, wouldn't you know it, with the D6s of doom, the red boys. Couldn't have been anything else other than a 6.
Okay, so you recall that monsters from the High Moor, and the High Moor is a moor that is directly behind this misty forest. It's quite big. It stretches quite a bit of the tradeway. But you recall that the monsters from the High Moor sometimes intrude in the forest to hunt. That's a rumor you've heard.
Do I know what kind of monsters?
You would have heard that trolls, goblinoids, that kind of monster resides in the fringes of the High Moor. You could imagine that perhaps those are the ones that are coming into the forest to hunt.
A dangerous path.
That's a rumor you've heard. And as you are thinking of that, you keep riding down the road. A chill wind begins to flow from the east.
I mean, as I recall that, I would want to start going a bit more cautiously if we're getting close to the misty forest.
Yes, you're pretty much on this stretch of the road. You're pretty close to it. But as I said, you start feeling a chill. You're still on the road and feel it flow from the east. And the silvery tendrils of mist that you saw curling out of the edge of the forest grow longer and longer until a titanic fog cloud billows out of the forest. Within seconds, the entire world seems to be replaced by a swirling cloud of mist. The temperature has dropped so sharply that you can see your breath, and the fog is so thick that you can barely see more than 15 feet in front of you. Wilbur is close by, so you still have visual of him.
Stay close, Wilbur.
Oh, what is this?
Appears we have stumbled a little close to the misty forest. We must be very careful here, Wilbur. I seem to recall some stories of trolls and goblins potentially frequenting these spots. We must tread very carefully now. I can barely see you. Come, right beside me.
So yeah, we want to ride side by side now. Having seen that we can't really see very far in front, want to make sure we don't lose visual on each other.
So Wilbur gets next to you, and you're now riding in tandem, surrounded by fog. As I said, it's very hard to see in front of you. What's your passive perception?
There will be 14 for Arfharim and 13 for Wilbur.
Okay, so after a while, you and Wilbur both smell a putrid stench coming from somewhere in front of you through the mist. Roll an actual perception check now for both of you.
Just when I needed a good roll. You let me down, boy. That's a total of 6 for Arfharim, and Wilbur's showing him up here with A total of 18.
Ooh, Wilbur. So Wilbur, riding beside you, grabs the reins of your horse to slow you down.
Arfharim,
Yes, Wilbur.
listen.
As he suggests for you to listen, you now hear it. And that is where we're going to end it.
Oh, damn! Doing me dirty here. Doing our listeners dirty.
Well, you'll have to wait just one more week to see what's hiding in the mists of the misty forest.
Is it Gorillas in the Mist? Like that
Whoa.
famous film.
Whoa. For your sake, I wish they are gorillas.
Oh dear. That does not sound good. If you can't wait a whole week, make sure you visit our website, www.i2td.com. Follow the links there to our website, our podcast, and of course our Discord server. Whilst you're there, why not click on that little coffee cup and follow the link there to our Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can make a one-off donation or you can sign up to our tier and support the podcast regularly. Each of those donations essentially buys us a potion in-game, so it's an opportunity for you to be a part of the stories we tell and shape the adventures we play.
If you cannot donate or wish not to, worry not, you can still share with your friends, like our content, maybe leave a review in your podcast player of choice. Just generally spread the word of i2td.com or i2td, and yeah, we're very much appreciative of it.
That brings us on to the end of the episode club.
The last one standing.
Here you prove to us that you have the highest of constitution,
Yes, indeed.
and that you've lasted till the very end of the episode.
Very well.
You know what to do by now. This is episode 13 of this season. We give you a password, and you use it in a comment wherever you can find into the dungeon to prove to us that you are El Guillo Mas Frater.
The last one standing indeed. And I have a password for you guys this week.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm jumping the gun here. The password is Misty Morning.
Ooh. Misty Morning, no need to explain that, I think.
No, the mists. I said no, but I continue to explain. The mists of the misty forest, the misty morning. It's also, coincidentally, a Sun title.
There you have it. Use it in a comment and let us know that you stayed to the very end.
Extra points if you tell me who sings that song. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to catch you next time as we delve
Into the dungeon.